Welcome to Blaze in Business, the place where we explore different tips, tools, teachings, and techniques from across the traditions to assist you to be more successful in your business, to have more impact, to have more financial flow. I'm Surya Krishna, your host of Blaze in Business, and I've been helping people transform and create change in their lives and their businesses for over 30 years now. For the first 15 or so, I used and utilized my Bachelor of Science in Psychology, my graduate diploma in counseling, and was really using the traditional talking therapies. And then I stumbled into my teacher's classroom, and my life began to transform very quickly. And so did the lives of the people around me. And so I wanted to learn how to do that, how I could help others. And so I grabbed onto and really went deep with these teachings, tips, tools, and techniques, and continue to transform my life and to help others to do the same. And what I noticed is that the transformation happened faster and was more effective. So lasted longer. So there was less falling off the wagon and more consistency with the changing of behavior, of mindset, and a faster evolution into the success that people wanted to have in their lives and in their businesses. And today, what I'd like to do is talk to you about the astral dimension. So in a previous episode, I talked about the V diagram and the different dimensions in that V diagram. In today's episode, I want to talk to you about the astral dimension and how to be more clear about your own energy. I'm going to give you a technique to use to let go of other people's astral, to be more clear in your own. This will help you to be more centered and more clear about what is going on in your own mind. So the astral dimension is the dimension of the mind. It's the dimension of our thoughts, our beliefs, our memories, and our traumas, as well as our emotions, are in the astral dimension. And this dimension is described as very watery. And in essence, it's like the entire planet is surrounded by this astral dimension. So in effect, instead of the regular air, the atmosphere that's around us, we can think of it as like water. It's very similar to water. It has a lot of the similar properties to water. And so I look at it like a big fish tank, like a massive fish tank. And like a big fish tank, there can be different sections or parts of the fish tank. And so there can be places where certain fish or certain creatures gather. And it's sort of that idea that birds of a feather flock together. And in the astral field, through the law of attraction, that is one of the laws of the soul dimension, which I'll be talking about in another episode. Through the law of attraction, there can be parts of this big aquarium where certain people gather who have similar beliefs, similar thoughts, similar practices, and sort of a chicken and egg thing in terms of these, how these different areas form within the astral field. Every country has its own astral field. Every state or province has its own astral field. Every community within that state or province has its own astral field. And then every family within each city has its own astral field. And it doesn't matter where the family members are. For example, I'm in Mexico and the rest of my family's in Canada. I'm still connected into their astral because I'm part of their family. Now, in the last episode, I talked about the technique of cut, where we can cut negative cords of energy, negative lines of energy. To set us free, I'm going to talk to you about another technique today that is more focused on the astral field. And that technique is called isolate and release. Now, this was taught to me by my teacher, Shakti Durga, and I've adapted it through the years in a way that I feel helps people in just a little, it's a little refinement that can be more effective for people. And so this technique is called isolate and release. Now, if we're all in this big fish tank and we've got all that other astral around us, remembering that the astral is thoughts, beliefs, programmings, traumas, and emotions, we can feel quite overwhelmed. And the more empathetic we are, the more sensitive to other people's energies we are, the more overwhelmed we can feel. So this is why it's sometimes we get tired or irritated or just need to get out of places like shopping malls or concerts or crowded places. We can just be like, okay, I can't be here anymore because I'm feeling overwhelmed. This technique, which involves the astral dimension, the astral field, will help you to not feel so overwhelmed in those types of places. So I'm going to teach you this technique now, the isolate and release technique. So if you can, wherever you're listening or watching from, what I recommend is give your body a bit of a shake. And that shakingness is to assist you in coming into more of the present moment, to help you to be more centered so you can hear what I'm saying. If you can, I recommend that you close your eyes. Now, if you're driving or if you're walking, don't close your eyes. But if you can close your eyes, close your eyes. And I recommend you take a deep breath in and then say, I now isolate and release all energy that's not mine and not for my highest good. Breathe in again. And then with the out breath, imagining you can expel that energy and letting it go. And it's always good to do things 3 times. 3 is a magic number across all of the traditions. And so doing 3 things 3 times can be very effective. So let's do it again. Repeat after me. I now isolate and release all energy that's not mine and not for my highest good. In full faith, so be it. Breathe in, and then with the out breath, expel that. Let it go. And one more time, say, repeat after me. Say, I now isolate and release all energy that's not mine and not for my highest good. In full faith, so be it. Take a deep breath in and release. And that's it. It's a pretty simple technique. If once you remember the words, once you remember the technique, so maybe writing them down or however it is that you can best remember, I now isolate and release all energy that's not mine and not for my highest good. The breathing is an extra little add-in that increases the effectiveness of the technique. And like I said before, this technique can clear out other people's astral field, other people's thoughts, beliefs, memories, and emotions and traumas. So you can become more centered and clear of your own energy. And when that happens, it's easier to make decisions. It's easier to know what is your truth in yourself and for your business. So it can be useful during business meetings, negotiations, interactions. Now, you can do it in the moment. You can just like blank out and just do it by yourself. And I don't recommend closing your eyes because that might be a bit weird, but you can just think, I now isolate and release all energy that's not mine and not for my highest good. Breathe in, release. You can excuse yourself and go to the bathroom, take a break, whatever works best for you in the moment. And then come back with more clarity, especially if things have been going on for a while. So this technique is useful in and for your business as well as the personal uses of using it in family gatherings, in shopping malls, in concerts, in crowded places where you're beginning to feel that sense of overwhelm, tiredness, or irritation. Doing the isolate and release technique can bring back a sense of calm, bring back a sense of centeredness, your own clarity. So please give it a go, give it a try. And if you did it with me, let me know how it was for you. Did you feel a difference before and afterwards? Did you notice anything different in between? So from the first time to the second time to the third time. What was your experience of the isolate and release technique? Please email me and let me know at suryakrishna.healings@gmail.com. In the comments and the description, I've put my email address so you can find that. But I'd really like to hear what your experience was. Now, at the risk of giving you too much information, knowing that you can combine the cut technique that I described in a previous episode with this isolate and release can be really effective in, like I said, creating more clarity and centeredness within yourself and it'll make it easier for you to make decisions in your business that are true for you, in alignment with your truth. Let me know how you go with it. The other thing I need to say is that this is the beginning of the technique. This is the basics. And those who study with me learn deeper and ways of making the technique even more effective. So if you want that information, suryakrishna.healings@gmail.com. Let me know how you go. Let me know if you've got any questions, and I look forward to hearing from you. Bye for now.